Hello and welcome back to another podcast on Lite with Lisa. Now, this story is very, very touching. Well, every story I drop here is actually touching, but this story was actually very, very touching because two people left. Well, okay, I can do this. So, like I said, two people left, in this particular story, as they left this world in this particular story. And when I was going through it, I was like, why are things like this still happening? We already have the emergence of new technologies, different stuffs and all that. But I realized that the issue is actually coming from the kind of partner that you are with. Now, if you are with a partner who does not fancy things like this, then you're going to be having a very, very big problem. That's why I always tell people that if you are choosing your partner, make sure you discuss things like this, because things like this are high risk. Now, a woman is in labor, she doesn't know what she's doing. All she just knows is that let this baby come out. Now, imagine things like that. She's in a situation where she cannot talk, and you are the guardian, and you end up saying that your spirit does not allow you to do. I don't just know. So if you're already here, you know what the story is all about. And I am going to be reading from, the screen. For those who are going to be watching the video, you'll be seeing it. But for those who are going to be listening to the audio, you'll be hearing it. So I'm going to read it out and then let you know what actually transpired. So now this doctor dropped a story. He dropped a story online saying that, this, that, blah 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 and all that, like a husband allowed his wife to just go like that. This lady was having issues with her pregnancy, and he didn't even let me just be calm. But before I go into the story, please and please talk to your partner. Discuss with your partner. Some partners don't fancy blood transfusion. Some partners have issue with things like cesarean section. Now imagine something like that. So how do you expect the person to, So, well, I'm going to be reading the story. So, like I said, the doctor dropped it on, Twitter, formerly Twitter, but it's now it's X. For those who are earning money, keep on enjoying your money. Okay, so he said client was offered an elective pre-planned C-section because she has a heart condition. Her frail heart would simply not withstand the distress of labor and the normal way that people usually say deliver like a Hebrew woman, that kind of way. Her reply, I need to tell my husband, or tell hubby about all this first, and she left. She never showed up until several weeks after. Now, this time in labor, but the baby's heart has stopped beating. Baby was already gone for days even. When confronted, husband was like, he had an agreement with God that his wife would deliver normally. That's why I said that they were hoping that she would deliver normally, but they just booked her for the C-section just in case. Just in case. Now, long story short, the lady is in the mortuary. Her heart gave up. Why? Cardiac arrest. So, a little advice to anyone who might find themselves in this situation. Decisions pertaining your body must be made by only you and you alone. Always put yourself first before the baby. You can always try again if you lose the baby. But if you lose your life, you are done. That person is gone, honestly. So, I don't know. What do you think? Is your body, or is your body actually for your husband? Because, I'm an African lady. In as much as I still have some sayings within myself that I cannot do and I can do, I will still say this. Where I am coming from is always pronounced that the husband is the owner of the wife's body. But since you know where you are coming from, because you cannot tell me that somebody who is in, very tight communities where the wife does not have a say over her body, what will you say? And maybe they booked her for CS, you get, what will you now say? So things like this, when you look at it, it's not just only about the fact that you think about yourself first. Yes, it is good to think about yourself first, but also where you are coming from should help you determine what you want to do. Now look at this scenario. She said she wants to tell her husband first. Now, her husband, according to where I'm coming from, is the king and master of all. You get me? But if she actually discussed with her husband, they were still maybe courting or dating or whatever, and if they talked about it and they were like, okay, fine, you know what? I don't have an issue with it. If such a thing happens, we know what to do. If they discuss things like that, I think this lady would have still been alive. Okay, so if you know where you're actually coming from, you should work with how things are for you. I'm so sorry for those who are coming from places that they cannot be free to express themselves, because thank God where I'm coming from, I'm not too caged, you understand? That's why from my own side, we can actually discuss things like this with the partner that we actually intend to marry before we actually talk about marrying them. Okay, now going ahead with, you know, your body is your body, you can do this, la 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 la. Yes, if you are coming from the Western community, your body is your body. Like anything you want to do to your body, you may tell your husband, but your husband will be like, oh yes, 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 my wife, what my wife says is what is going to happen. Because I've seen somebody who they told her that she should not have her baby, but she still told her husband that she can do it, even against her husband's wishes. So you get, wherever you're coming from should help you determine how you are going to work with the partner that you're going to work with. I don't know. I cannot be advising my subscribers to go behind their husbands, you know, go behind their baby daddies and, you know, just sign contracts that anything that happens is up to them. But sometimes too, we have to think of ourselves, okay? A woman lost her baby, you know, like, you know, mid-pregnancy, like 5 months. And when she took in again, she gave birth to triplets. So a woman can always give birth. Hopefully, she doesn't have any issues or complication with her uterus or, you know, her reproductive system. But once a woman is gone, she is totally gone, okay? So whenever you're also thinking about things like this, you should also think about yourself. This thing I'm doing, will I still be alive? Now imagine if she already has children. Who will take care of her children? There is no other person who will take care of the children better than you. In case you don't know, nobody else will take care of your children better than you. Yeah. So whenever you are thinking of the partner that you want to choose, also think of your children. Will this man help me to be a better person? Will this man do, you know, things like that? Because now this woman is gone and he will move on. That's just it. Somebody told me that a woman's life changes when she gets married. So there's no how that, you know, a woman's life is not going to change when she gets married, because she will stop doing something she used to do. In as much as we are saying, yes, liberation, blah, 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 and all that, a lot of things will change in a woman's life, whether you like it or not. So please and please, discuss with whosoever you want to get married to. Please don't just go and enter because you say he's handsome, he has, you know, he's loaded, whether upstairs or downstairs. I don't care to know, okay? But the thing is, please and please, let us just be guided, okay? Because now this woman is gone and she's never coming back. You know, pidgin English, say person where don't go, no, they come back. Somebody who has gone is not coming back. So she's gone and that is it. And her children will be motherless till maybe their father marries a stepmother, or they bring her sister, or, you know, things like that. I'm just trying to tell you that, please and please, let us all be guided, okay? So yes, thank you so much for watching. I will still try to be uploading more podcasts as usual. Yes, so please and please, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, make sure you do so. Okay, so yes, I will see you on another podcast. Okay, keep on being cool, keep on being good, and bye.